We all love sweet and sour. Sour enough to pucker your lips and sweet enough to keep you coming back for more. Simply delicious. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Judy's behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. We're making chicken tenders with a sweet and sour dipping sauce today, but our chicken tenders are extra special because I'm going to coat them in potato chips. I'm using 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and you can use chicken breasts if you prefer. I'm going to cut these down a little bit, probably 3 pieces per thigh. And I actually deboned and took the skin off of these myself because they were on sale, buy one get one. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it up myself. I'm gonna season the chicken tenders with salt and pepper, and just seasoning on one side is sufficient. And I like to season my chicken before I start to flour and egg and bread, because I find that the seasoning actually helps to, well, enhance the flavor of the chicken instead of getting lost in the flour or even in the breading. I have half a cup of flour, 2 eggs, just going to lightly beat this. We're also using 2 cups of crushed potato chips, and I am using a lightly salted version because actually this is my favorite snacking chip. I don't like flavored chips, so that's what I have on hand, but you can use a fully salted chip if you'd like. I wouldn't use anything else because I am making a sweet and sour sauce to go with this chicken. You know, you think you're crushing a lot of chips, but then all of a sudden it's like, there's only about a cup in here. I need more. Oh, maybe that's like about 2 cups. Okay, well, first we're gonna dredge the chicken in the flour. You know, there's a lot of recipes that call for a cup of flour, but really you don't need a whole cup of flour to dredge. And we're gonna dip them into the egg. And the egg actually helps the breading to stick. I'm going to lay them on a sheet pan. All right, truth be told, guys, I thought I had panko at home and did not. But if you're going to use potato chips, you're in for a treat. Otherwise, just use 2 cups of panko here, and you can put in about a tablespoon of oil just to get the panko kind of coated, and stir it around so that you don't have to spray a oil on top of your chicken when you cook it. All right, last piece.
Leave no chip behind, girl.
There, this one will be the most coated. All right, I really am not leaving any chips behind. All right, look at that. Can you guys just imagine how crispy this is gonna be? My oven's been preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna stick these in there for about 8 minutes, flip them over, and put them in for another 6 to 8 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, we're gonna make our sauce, and it's gonna go by really quickly. We're gonna use the juice of a can of pineapple, and I'm gonna use the pineapples afterwards. So I'm just gonna drain the pineapple juice into the pot. Half a cup of rice vinegar. If you don't have rice vinegar, you can just use regular vinegar. It might be a little bit more potent than rice vinegar, but you'll still get the same effect. Half a cup. Also going to use a 1/4 cup of ketchup. I'm just going to eyeball it. 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, If you don't have oyster sauce, you can use 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And half a cup of brown sugar. I find half a cup is enough for sweetness, but you can always add more if you want it to be more restaurant-like. Put my heat up to a medium. And we're just gonna heat this through until it simmers. Okay, we're just gonna flip these over. It's been 8 minutes. All right, we're gonna put them back in for another 6 minutes. I think they should be good. The ketchup isn't quite dissolving, so I'm just gonna use a whisk to get that dissolved in there. Oh, it smells so good. Brings back so many memories. I remember as a kid, we used to go to buffets, and at the end of the line in a Chinese buffet is the nuclear red sweet and sour sauce that you can pour as much of it on anything you wanted to. And it was the most delicious sauce for a kid anyways. Mine's not gonna be nuclear red that way. If you want it to be nuclear red, you can definitely add a couple of drops of red coloring, but it's pretty red. Okay, maybe more brown than red. I wanna thicken up this sauce, so I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and about a tablespoon of water. It has to be cool or room temperature water. And we're just going to dissolve that. Cornstarch doesn't dissolve in hot water. It actually thickens it and makes it into a clumpy mess. So you don't want to do that. You may not need all of it, so it's totally up to you. All right, let's slowly whisk it in. See, that to me is pretty thickened, so maybe you don't need all of it. Yeah, look at that. And at this point, I'm gonna put the pineapples back in. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. My grandfather used to open a can of pineapple to serve with dinner. I thought that was the most hilarious thing. But you know, when you order sweet and sour in a restaurant, it comes with the pineapple chunks already cooked in with your meat. But this is just something a little extra. We're just gonna heat that through. All right, guys, so that was another 6 minutes in the oven, and I did put it under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes to brown it a little bit more, but there you go. Oh, they're definitely crispy. We made a lot of sauce, so this is just a small portion of the sauce, but when you're serving it, everyone can have their own little bowl of sauce and pineapples. Are you all ready for?
Yep.
The taste. Exciting times, sweet and sour, crispy. And remember, this one was not deep fried, so the potato chips need to carry the crisp. Smells like baked potato chips. That's good. Oh yeah, it envelops the chicken tender completely. Hot. Oh, lovely tang and flavor. Just the right amount of sweetness on the sauce without being overbearing on the sweetness level. Good tang level, as I just mentioned. Crispy. It's nice. Versus the panko. Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
So I should forget panko more often?
Maybe sometimes. In the absence of panko, the potato chips have come in clutch.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
Out.
It was fairly simple to make your own chicken tenders at home. Forget buying them out of the freezer section, and definitely forget takeout. For more Chinese takeout-like recipes, check it out. I will see you over there.